Hey folks, do you remember Mordenkainen, a vanguard from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, back when we got good vanguards consistently? And I think this was a really, really brilliant one, tournament worthy. Anyway, it has, there we go, look at the picture, that's the giveaway. You see Mordenkainen has a ghost dog. Well, if you use his -3, you create a Faithful Hound token. And then if you have 12 or more loyalty, that creature gains vigilance. But let's look at the second paragraph. When this creature enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 for each card in your hand with a different name. Isn't that fun? So let's have a look. So we've got, what have we got? Slip out the back, demolition field, Maudie Dack. Oh, we've got 2 slips. So we've got a full hand, but 2 of the cards are the same. So we should get +10/+10, shouldn't we? We should get +2/+2 for each of the 5 cards. So let's have a look. Lovely. Well, that bit works. That's good news. Now let's have a look at Faithful Hound. Faithful Hound, it's rare. It's 1/1. So remember, it's come in and got that big buff. It's blue and has the creature type Dog Illusion. Well-known Joni Mitchell song. She's looked at dogs from both sides now. I'll let you go and look that one up. When this creature attacks, remove all buffs from the first opposing buffed creature. That's going to be really interesting. And when this creature enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 for each card with a different name in your hand. In paper, I think it gets +X, which is 2 times the number of cards in your hand. So it can get really big in paper. But let's just have a look. So my opponent's playing this Ajani's Pridemate, which gets buffed all the time. So we're going to see if we can remove those buffs. When this creature attacks, remove all buffs from the first opposing creature. I'm going to test that. I'm going to buff the second creature as well, just to see if anything happens to that. And that's the reason I had to slip out the back in my hand, just to make sure. There we go. Just to make sure that I could give a buff to a creature. So let's buff my opponent's second creature. We'll get Dak on the board. Dak Fane, another brilliant vanguard. Where are the brilliant vanguards these days? I suppose Liliana Vess is good. No, we have had a lot of really good vanguards. I'll stop complaining about that. Right, I'll buff that cat just to see if anything happens to that, because I don't know if the Faithful Hound works. This is possibly the first time in my life I've ever triggered that -3 to have a look at it. The big deal with Mordenkainen is drawing cards and giving them loads of mana, which is really, really powerful. Right, let's have a look then. So let's just double check. When this creature enters the battlefield, it gets 2/2 for each card with a different name in your hand. Well, let's make it bigger. So we should get, actually, I should get +5, but let's just attack and see if this works. Yes. What happens to that Ajani's Private? Loses all its buffs. Look at that. And it didn't take the buff off the cat. So I'm going to get hit with the cat now. But that's good. So it works. So what do we know about a Faithful Hound? It looks great and it works really well. Let's just test to see if the +2/+2 buff for the cards in your hand is cumulative, because you know there's a bug, isn't there, on a lot of cards now where these buffs that they get aren't cumulative. So let's make another one, and it should now get +12. Yes, it does, because I've got 6 different cards in my hand. So that's pretty neat. That can get nice and big, nice and quickly. And now we win the game. Oh, I have forgotten to look at the artwork. Let's just dive into the battle log and have a look at the artwork. This is by Mark Baum from the USA. New artist to this series. He's done 60 cards in Magic, including the original Krenko from War of the Spark, the one that spews out loads of goblin tokens. And this was the Dog Illusion token. So I think Faithful Hound is a much nicer name, don't you? And that ends us nicely on the Faithful Hound token.